Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Here it is. You took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I mean, it's alright, I got 95 in there, but I think they got up to a stack of 200. Yeah, they do. That one's got 119 in there. So we get a whole load of these come through, but everything else is already done in there, and so I've got 10 of these refineries going. Let's just get some of this going, because that's flashing at me as though I've done something wrong there, and I really haven't. I've been a good boy. We got nitrogen processing, basic chemistry over... Ooh, what's that? That gives me... electrolyzer, used electrolyzer. There's oxygen 40, hydrogen 60. Wait, what? That's what I'm getting at the moment, isn't it? Or is it just one that goes dirt water, purified water? I thought that was one that I was getting already. Right, anyway, well, we'll do that one, because we can have a look at that recipe then. Okay, so that's everything cleaning up there, and then we've got a little bit of hydrogen processing down this way. So we're going to put down a little bit more landfill, and that's going to give us enough room to build up a new layer of those right there. Bring that one out to a nice big block like that, and then I'm going to start running all the way along here. I actually probably don't need to do any more than that one block there like that to make it 600 wide. Except I'm going to need to make enough room to put those down. So let's take this, pop these down here like this. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I've got to lift that one up, which means I've got to make one more. Electrolyzer level 2 right there. Just have a look in here. So I got 100 purified water, 40 oxygen, 60 hydrogen gas. Yeah? So what's this recipe that I'm making? Is that one? 40 oxygen, 60 hydrogen gas, and that gives me used electrolyzer electrode. Okay, I'm curious why that's like a thing, unless the recipe I'm using right now is actually an error. It could be, I don't know. I'm not going to complain if it is. I'm just going to run with it. Quite happy to use that recipe. Oh, wait. It's got to be turned round. We've got to bring these that way. Like that. There. And then I can go and copy those out like that. It's got to be that way around. There. Okay, so there's the first bit. And now we're going to do exactly the same as we did on the other side. So we'll go 1, 2 up there. So it looks like I don't actually need to put any more landfill than I've got right now. But, you know, maybe we will add a little bit in a minute. I don't know yet. Let's see. So you here, let me just go along the top and do the hydrogen bit first. Like that. And that one's going to go out this way. It's actually going to go out to that point, and then I'm going to stop there with the copper. I'm going to go back this way with the oxygen, because that's going to join in on the opposite side. Bring you all the way over here like this. And that one's going to go to there. So I'll do copper on that one, and then I will do a straight, and I will join that one in. So there's the oxygen going to go into there. And this side over here, we will pop down one of those, and then we will do a long pipe that will go up this way and join in there. Now I've got that lot running, which means that I've just doubled up the amount of hydrogen that I am producing. I've also doubled up the amount of oxygen that I'm producing. But that doubling of hydrogen that I've just done doesn't seem to have made a lot of difference. Wait a minute. What's the recipe? Well, 2-second crafting time. This one down here is... 4 seconds. Ah. Right, if we can have electrolyzers coming in, then we double the crafting time. But that means that we've got to be able to belt the electrolyzers over and put them in. So we now want to have a look at actual, that's nuclear fuel. And there we go, electrolyzers. So if I go into here, craft, we've got 2 recipes for this. Basic chemistry, I want steel plate and I want carbon. That makes an electrolyzer. And then over here, I can have a used electrolyzer, 50 purified water. That gives me an electrolyzer, 10 mineralized water, and 40 regular water on top of that. Which we'd probably get rid of, but that's the basic chemistry 3, which I'm doing right now as well. They're both basic chemistry 3. So we want electrolyzers. I need steel plate and I need carbon to make that. Carbon is a fairly easy process to make, isn't it? It's that one right there. 2 coke and 30 steam to make carbon. Or coke, sodium hydroxide, and nitrogen gas. That gives 6 carbon, 1 sodium carbonate, and 10 water. Sodium hydroxide. What do I get? Okay, right, now we've just gotten complicated again. Sodium hydroxide to make that saline water gives me sodium hydroxide, chlorine, and hydrogen right in there. Or I can have sodium here, sodium processing, purified water to give sodium. So how do I get sodium? Salt, electrolyzer, electrode that gives sodium, and it gives 200 chlorine gas. Good gravy, these are complicated. This is sodium sulfate. How do I make that? Sodium hydroxide. The complications in this thing just make you want to cry some days. The hydrogen is very slow coming through. Like, I mean, it would be good if we could get these electrolyzers being made. If we can make some electrolyzers, I think that would be really good. So the easiest way to do these is this one right here. And then we've obviously got this one where we'll want to process the used electrolyzers. But the carbon and steel plate. Now, steel plate is easy. Carbon, we can deal with that in a minute. Let's just jump into the map. We've got steel that we're making over here. We're making lots of steel. I've got some in there, 12,000 in there. And everything up here is still running. So I've got the items here stored. I've got the items up there. I've got the iron coming through over here. Everything up here is ground to a complete halt. Because the tin has ground to a halt. This, yeah, well, pretty much everything has just kind of stopped for a minute. Because I've filled up all of, like, the tin, the lead, everything has filled up all the way through. So it's not like I'm struggling for anything up there. It's just that I've currently got all of those resources in there that I need, and I don't need to worry about any more. I've got a load of steel over this side as well. So that's not a problem. Got no issues there. I've got steel in here. We've got steel over here being made, and I got 4,000 in there. That's coming from this lot, so we've got a nice little train process going through in here, dealing with everything. So that's all good. Like, everything seems to be coming along quite nicely over here, with no shortages of steel or anything along those lines. Which means that I can stay focused on this bit that we're doing right now. We've got the steel, we just want the carbon. So let's come out of there and go back into this one. And we've got carbon right here that we want to make. So we need coke, which we're making. And we want 30 steam to process that. Now, the other thing that we can do is, well, I got coal cracking here, which gives hydrogen sulfide gas, benzene, methane. It's quite a big one. That's thermal water one. Coal. Natural gas liquids coming in there from hydrogen. Right, let's not worry about that. But I'm thinking maybe we should set this one up. Crushed coal into coke. This one here, give us a load of sulfuric wastewater. Let's not. No. Let's not do that for now. Let's just get the 30 steam and the carbon going in there, because right, I've got carbon in here. I've got that coming in with these fuel blocks in here, so that's absolutely fine. If I could just get a little bit of steam coming across this way, I've got steam all the way along here. I got loads of the stuff, so I should be able to have some spare. And what you can actually do is you can store excess steam if you want to. It's another thing that you can go and do. We can take this and we can store the extra steam just in one of these tanks. So put that one down there like that, and it will immediately fill up with steam. So these pipes are going to empty out a minute. I've got a line of copper pipe going all the way along there. So they will still run. It will still keep the steam coming in here. Right, that won't change. But the excess steam that we produce from these, just for a minute, we'll pump that one full, and then we've kind of got like a backup storage of some extra steam that we'll be able to go and use for some additional processes. Right, the carbon. I need coke and steam mixed together. We won't worry about the more complex ones yet. We'll get to those later. 2 coke, 30 steam gives 3 carbon. I can do that in liquefiers, chemical. I'm going to do that in the liquefier. I'm going to go with the liquefier level 2 here. I'm going to make 6 of those. Take that like that. And these 6, we're going to bring... We've got to put them in here somewhere. So I think maybe right there like that. 6 of these right in here. So then I can go into there, and it's that recipe that I want. Copy that. Paste that out across there. So then I can go up this side, and I can join that lot down like that. Then I can go over here. So I want to just take that one. Pop out of that end, and it's going to go over to here like this. And it's just going to do that. And then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to pop that in there. So there's the steam into that bit. So now what I got to do is 2 coke, 30 steam gives me 3 carbon. And if we have a look in here and we look at the relative fuel values, 2.5 megajoules is coke, and then 3 megajoules on each one is carbon. And you actually get 3 carbon out of that rather than 2. So, like, it ends up sort of working out fairly well. Now, we don't need to blend and mix these lines, I don't think. We'll just take it off of this top one. I'll just take one here, and I will... stick it underneath there, and then the belt can run along that one. That should be just fine like that, I think. What I'm actually going to do... I've got an idea for this. I'm doing this on a single belt. I'll bring it along here like this, right? That one's going to go that way. Yeah, so I bring the carbon out, and... what we'll end up doing, I think, is we'll drop down a bit more landfill over this side, and like maybe just like gonna have a little bit over there to go and do a bit of work with. Yeah, so if I take this one, it's gonna go up like that, all the way through here, and then I'm gonna bring that down like that. So it'll take off the near side. It always puts it down on the far side. So I want carbon coming in on just the top side of this one, and nowhere else. So I'm going to bring you along there like that. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to drop this one right down there like that. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put a filter on here. I'm going to filter coke off there. And that's actually going to filter out onto the right-hand side. And it's just going to stop right there. This one is going to come out a little bit like that. So that will have our end product being filtered out. Then we can go here, and here, and here, and let's put a line along there like that. And I'll put another bit down here. Right. We will also join this one up going this way. Just to add in that extra little bit of redundancy. I've now run out of coal going up through here. So I don't have enough stuff coming in this way. So what we're going to do here is rather than having it like that, we will do this. That one's going to straighten up again, so that will pop back into there, and then it can focus on pulling this stuff through. And we're going to put a splitter down here just to pull excess coal out and bring it down this way so that we can process it. Now, under this one here, I'm going to want to put an underground belt there, and it's going to have to go like that, and it's going to come out there like that. Then over this side, I'll put another belt there. And I think if I bring this one out, I can, if I put it down like that, I think it only puts it onto the one side of the belt anyway. Even if I do that, it will still only go onto that one side of the belt. It won't do any more than that. So then that goes all the way across, and it takes it out, and then it puts the carbon onto here. And I've now got the carbon. That bit's done. With basic chemistry, we're still waiting on that to happen. So that's that bit done in there. And so we go down to here, we go to craft, we want carbon, and we want steel. So I can start making... well, start getting things ready to make those. I can't quite make them yet, because we're still waiting on our research. And unfortunately, where's the research area? There it is. I built it up here. Unfortunately, the research area that we're using is this one, and I've got no green science in there. Here is my green science. Why am I not making green science? I've got these data packs coming in, they're fine. So what are you waiting on? You've got red science coming down past, which you need. Nothing else coming down this way. No, that's the outfeed on there. Right, what do I need to make the green science? These. Green circuits. I have no green circuits coming up. Right, so the green circuits, they are made all the way down here. This is green circuit production down here. Like that. And that's going into... oh! Right. My green circuits, they go past this one, and I've got a pickup for 100 green circuits. Where are they go? Where is my requests for green circuits? Have I got requests for green circuits on here? Filters? No, there's no requests for green circuits on these. They don't need any at all. Somewhere, though, I do have a request for green circuits, but where is it, and can I do without that request at the moment? I don't even know where they're going. And are they going here somewhere? No, no. What would be that one? And it's not you. Right, so you're not having it, so maybe it's something over here. It's this one, isn't it? There. Right there, filters 1,000 green circuits are required up there, and we're not making them fast enough. So why we're not making these fast enough, which means that we want to go back over this way, it's these right here. I'm just not producing it fast enough in there. Those right there. I'm using up the majority of them on these circuits here, so I'm not getting a great deal of them running on past. They head over this way. I'm probably using them up elsewhere as well. Get to there. I've got very many running through. And they get over here, and then they filter out. Right. Oh, I see. I've got the paper coming out one way, and then I've got the other ones that need to be split. I want paper, just paper, going one direction, and then the other ones need to be split, and they need to be put back onto the line. So I just need to filter those out. That's why I did it like that. Yeah, so then I can filter out half of them one way and half of them the other way. So then those come along here and they head all the way over to this side. And they go into this one right here. And then that gets built into 3, 4 of those. Right, that gets made into these little bad boys, which then come up here and sort of go through their various processes, while the other ones come down here, and they're not coming down here very fast, and then they're all being taken off over there. So, we get a shortage. Long story short, we're getting a shortage. So, we want these green circuits. Because we're not getting any research done until we get those green circuits sorted out. So we want to come back down this way, and we want to figure out what's going on here. Your paper production is actually fine. Like, all paper production is going flat out in here. I cannot go any faster with the paper production. So what we've then got is... this is just not coming in here quick enough. I've got these grey circuits coming in over here. They're rushing off as quick as they can elsewhere. But it's this. I can't push this through fast enough. Have I got any upgrades? No, I've got the red transport belts. I don't have the next round of transport belts. Can I get the next round of transport belts? It's a more important question, isn't it? Let's see. Where are the first set of transport belts? Can I upgrade the transport belts? There's an easier way to do this. If we go into that one there, and then I click on there, and I go into Bob's Logistics, Express Transport Belt in here, Aluminium, roller chains is an aluminium thing, and cobalt steel bearings. That's a series of materials that we don't have. And that's locked behind a number of walls just yet. So, no, that's not happening. I can't speed up the paper. So, the only thing really that we can do here is if I take that one and I give that an output priority on the right. We will prioritize the right-hand side at all times, and then the grey circuits won't get quite as much love and attention up there as they perhaps could. But I feel that that will probably end up being okay if we can have this lot here build up and build back a bit. And then, even though these are going to slow down a bit, it will still, yeah, we'll still be able to go and produce. Wow, they go through pretty quick. And that's because they're using these up really quick. Everything's using up quick. And it's all based down to that. I just need to wait for that now to start building back up. I want that basic chemistry. Right, never mind that, just for a minute. I've corrected the issue there as much as I can at the moment. I suppose I could go and put yet more paper going, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like it is, and I'm going to have that as my correct... I'm just assuming that that correction will be enough. See, I've got a lot of extra of these now coming through. And I'm hoping that's going to make a bit of a difference. There's not a lot else I can do in here. I've got as many of them running as I possibly can. Just for a second. So we can have a look all the way down over here. We've already got more of these running all the way down to this part, which means that I've now got more of them running through. And yeah, I don't know what I've got in that chest. I know that I got a lot of stuff in that chest, and I've got very few of these green circuits making their way through my system at the moment. Which is not ideal, but eventually everything will start to back up again. And then the other lot, where did they go? I don't even know where they went. They were over here somewhere. It was just, there it is. It's these ones right here. They were building up, so I got 11,000 of them there in logistics. right here, electronic parts. Got 11,875 of those in total, to be exact. And they come out over onto here, they get dumped onto that belt, and then they go up this way, and some of them head off in that direction. They go into here, and that makes these. And then some of them are heading off in this direction, and I'm assuming makes these. Is that where they go? Something like that, where they're actually going in there in a minute. Anyway, that's those, they're all being done. Right, they're all being made, and that's the important thing. We've got naphtha up there, 83,000, 50,000 fuel, 34 base mineral oil. We've got loads and loads of that coming in. This is processing as fast as it possibly can. The crude oil is as well. Natural gas liquids is just about full, which means that, well, that one there is working all right, but these in here, these are going to start, I'm going to start having extra bits here. I've got what have I got? I've got crude oil, I've got raw gas, and I've got sulfuric waste water. So the raw gas is coming down, and raw gas is going into that one. This one is now, that's empty, and those are empty as well. Yeah, I can lift those. And then this lot here is busy processing. That's going to start backing up in a minute, and it's going to go into there. I emptied all of the other pipes off of that, as well as that. So this is where the acid gas is sitting. Natural gas liquids are in here, and it's just about full. So we're going to start processing some of those soon. Right, well, I think I've done what I can. I might still go back and do something with the paper. I'll leave it for a minute, though. We're going to head over this side, and we're going to build up some more landfill down through here. I'll come down this side and just build this out like that. We're on 400, so I'm going to go out there like that and take another slice up through there, which means that I can take this over here and we can start on the next bit. We want to be building the, it's not in there, it's petrochem refining, and it's these. We want to be able to make them right there. We've got the used electrolyzers, which are going to want purified water, which we're making here anyway. So then we get mineralized water and regular water. The regular water we can just dispose of. We can loop it back round so that it joins into another system that's using pure water, such as here. But for the most part, we'll just end up getting rid of it. Mineralized water, we'll pipe that off somewhere and store it up, because we will end up using it, and we're going to be wanting to make more mineralized water anyway. That's why we're saving all the slag. It's because you crumble that up and mix it in with the water, and it gives you mineralized water, from which we will extract a number of resources. So that's a valuable commodity that we don't want to get rid of. But we'll deal with that bit in a minute. So we'll set up this one first. Steel plate and carbon. Now, I could go and have a delivery chain set up for robots, or I could have a belt setting up a delivery chain and doing it like that instead. And I'm thinking a belt set up instead of any other way. So I'm going to get rid of that one there just for a second, and I'm going to put that one up this way a little bit closer. That one's going to go into there, because then what I can do is I can pop that one down. I can put a belt in that way. This belt can come down here. It can run over this way. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.